Hey YouTube, this is Goku Kagero. This is going to be a deck profile of the deck that I ran today. Went to 2 tournaments this weekend. Did pretty good at both of them. This is the deck I ran today, which I won the tournament with. My first time ever running this deck. It's a Kagero Goku deck. I've never actually gotten around to playing around with Goku decks. They've always been around, they've always been good. Just never got to actually play with them in a tournament myself, so I put together this today because I like to play a different deck almost every tournament. So I never got to play this one before, so I gave it a whirl. I won with it, so let's get started. Obvious Kagero starter, Conroe, trigger lineup. I ran 4 Tar and 2 Dragonic Mage. So 6 crit. Then I did 4 Gatling Claw and 2 Monica for 6 draw. And then 4 heal. A grade 1 lineup. 4 bar, basic staple, 8k booster. Very important card in this deck. Don't necessarily like riding him turn 1 because you need him to team up with your other guys hit the 20 mark. But then for Bari, limit breakers hit pretty high. It's very useful to be able to block them. And then this is probably a little different from what some people do, or most with this deck. Most people would probably run Airmo. I like to run Gojo because of how when I play card games. Like when I play, I tend to draw like really bad opening hands sometimes. And I really like him, so that I can early game like try to fix my hand. Like, oh man, I didn't open a grade 2, so I can use him early game to dig. I definitely see Airmo can be very good in this deck, because this deck having all the grade 3s, and then you can discard them when your attacks hit for something else. Airmo is better later game. This guy is good in the first few turns, but for me, how my lit goes in my playstyle, I prefer to run the Gojos. And the last of the grade 1s, 3 Kimnara. Very good card, 6k booster in this deck. That's just all you need is 6k, and you can hit the sweet spots. And he snipes out troublesome cards, like if you're playing against Gold Paladin and they start the ride chain and then they put a grade 1 on the field, and then you can put him out there, kill it off, so don't have something to sack next turn. Or if you're up against, let's see, what's a grade 1 that's really troublesome? I guess if you're playing against like Spike Brothers, and for some reason they were still playing Dudley Dan, you could use this to snipe him. It's just overall a very good card. Helps get your opponent into a tough situation by breaking off their combo pieces and forcing them to play more cards out of their hand, so they have less to defend with. Grade 2s, I got 3 Garp. He's the only 10k vanilla I have in this build. I don't find the need to have that many beat sticks. So yeah. Grade 2s. I ran 3 Berserk Dragon. I wouldn't run the 4th, or the 4th, because him being 9,000, sometimes he's not powerful enough, and you're not going to need to counterblast that many times in one game. Usually if you just run the 3, you get it just enough to use it like you want during the game. But this is a very good card, very good. One of the best Kageros. Then we got 2 Tejas. Tejas, he's just a sniper like the most of this deck. Very good early game, taking out your opponent's key things, like back when people played Barkle. You could drop him, snipe the Barkle, You can use it to snipe other Kagero players, Conros, snipe their coaches. It's a very good card. And then last of the grade 2s, I ran 3 high-speed Bracky. With this deck, having your Goku attack and popping off things, and then you'll have your Gigonic Executioners and Bracky hitting for the 20 marks, making it hard for your opponent to defend when their stuff's getting blown up. They're worrying about your Vanguard drive checking, and they got 2 rear guards attacking them for over 20. On to the grade 3s. It's a Goku deck, so obviously for Goku, he's a pretty dang good card. There are a lot of games over the day that didn't actually draw him. Some of them I still won. Some of them I lost because I couldn't get him. And by the time I did get him, I had gone through like half my grade 3s anyway. But very good card. Then we got 3 Gigonic Executioner. Very good, very important card for the deck. You team them up with your bar, so you can hit for 20. The Vanguard, Goku does his job of swinging, making your opponent worry about drive checks, and then you hitting grade 3s and popping off things. And at the same time, this card will be attacking for 20, forcing the opponent to like 15 guard against it. And then last, I ran 1 Lawkeeper. For me, I don't like running. I could have ran 4 Executioner and 4 Goku, but I don't like running a grade 3 lineup like that. I like the majority of my grade 3s to actually be worth putting down as the Vanguard. Some people can disagree with that. That's just what it does best for me. So I usually like to have at least 5 good Vanguards. Like, I play tested the deck a little bit before I actually got to run it in the tournament today, and at my first build I just built it real quick before Goku's 4 Executioner, and there were too many times I was having the right Executioner, so I put this guy in. And this card does very good. If he's not a bad card. There's an entire deck built around him, and he's just good. And there are a lot of times where you'll use Goku to get yourself in the winning position, push your opponent into that corner, and then ride the Lawkeeper for the finishing blow. So that covers this. I can't remember. I know I played again. My only loss of the day, I did lose one time in Swiss. Of all things for me to lose to, I lost to Nova Grapplers. I don't know how that happened. I won game 1. Game 2, he attacked. He didn't even have a booster because I kept picking off all his things. The whole game I had the advantage. He attacked for 10 against my 10. I 10 guarded. He hit crit and then hit a heal trigger, and I lost because he double triggered and crit at the same time. So I got sacked there, and then we went to start game 3, and I opened up no grade 1, and yeah, not much to explain there. You don't open up, you miss a turn drop, and you're pretty screwed. But then I won the rest of my matches in Swiss, and then played out the finals and won. The finals was me versus Oracle Think Tank. I was a little bit surprised by that too, but so the deck ran well. I'm not sure whether I prefer the Lawkeeper build to the Goku build, but I definitely had fun playing it. This is my first time ever playing with Goku focus deck, so yep. See you later.